Welcome to Biz and Banter in the Blue Room with yours truly, Stephanie Hammond. We'll talk business strategy, have a little banter, and I hope you walk away just a little bit more inspired. You're official.
Here we are.
Jeff, I'm so excited
I'm excited
that you're here.
I'm
Are you?
thrilled to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You were just talking about some really good nuggets during the meeting, so I'm hoping that we can
Insurance.
dive into that. Insurance. It's super exciting. So how did you get into insurance?
How did I get? All right. So it was 2008
Okay.
and the world ended. And okay, the real reason why I got in insurance is that I was working at an internship in Lancaster County for the government. And there was a girl that was in my office and she said, I just got a job at Liberty Mutual for internship that pays $17 an hour.
Ooh.
And at the time, that was the craziest amount of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't care what it is. Get me that job.
And you never looked back.
And she got me that job. And then I thought it was just going to be a temporary thing. And then the market crashed in a wild way. And then we graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I had every opportunity in the world. And then I went out into the world and realized there's no opportunities. Meanwhile, that $17 an hour job was like, you should try sales here. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And then I came back. I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's
do
give this
it.
a whirl. And then I had a lot of, just like I started everything in my life, overconfident and not knowing much about what I was getting involved in, just jumping in.
There's no other way to do it, though. I mean, come on.
As I get older, I try to hold on to that as much as I possibly can because there is an element where it can be very helpful.
Yeah.
Being blindly confident.
Yep.
Can also get you in a lot of trouble as well.
Well, you know that no matter what comes in front of you, you're going to be able to work your way through it. I mean, that's what it is.
I keep telling my kids that I'm like, just go into it with confidence. You will figure it out, whatever it is.
So speaking of confidence, what's the hardest stretch you've ever had in your business?
Man, there's two. So realizing that I didn't know anything when I first started the business.
Do you now?
I'm a little bit more.
Yeah. No, I know you do.
But that was a huge hurdle.
Okay.
That was an involving hurdle. We also were part of this larger franchise when we first started, and I didn't read the contract because I was 25, and I just, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I would say the hardest thing was realizing that I signed a bad contract, and then the 2-year legal battle that was the toughest period of my career. I will say this though, once that was done, it created a new fire internally. So we only had a team of 4 at the time.
Yeah.
And we were so excited about the possibilities that I think that we might have been putzing along as a small little insurance agency if we didn't have those major struggles that really got us really fired up.
That's great.
To grow this thing in a meaningful way, get really intentional about what we were doing.
Well, that's powerful.
Yeah, 100%.
You could have gone one way or the other. And like you said, intentionality is everything.
I am such a believer in that. I try to look at anything that is perceived to be negative. There's always like a silver lining when you look back, and I try to understand that I might not know what that is now, but there could be something positive about it.
And I'm speaking for myself. I didn't know that in my early 20s. Right. I didn't know that. And now looking back, I'm like, I would not have changed a thing.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, it sucks when you're going through it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you can look at it with a little bit more clear mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with insurance, I mean, a lot of people look at it as transactional. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I really did until I got to know you.
Yes.
And you came in the first time, and just the open conversation and everything you were talking about with the agents. And during that meeting, it was just so real and raw. And I was like, what? It was really, for me, that was really powerful.
Every time I come to talk to real estate agents, I try my best to give them an overarching theme of what's going on in the marketplace. Because again, it's insurance. So it's kind of dull, but the market conditions and how much insurance actually impacts all of our businesses, from real estate to mortgage. It's that's the stuff I see that when I come in and talk to people, that resonates more.
Yeah.
Where my goal anytime I'm talking to any realtors is I focus all of my attention on how it's helping them.
Yep.
I never try, and internally, that's how we try to operate as well. It's okay, we're the realtors. Where are the real estate agents in this situation? Where are the loan officers in this situation? How do we focus where we put all of our attention on the buyer, the realtor, and the lender, and make it that the content that we put out, or the messaging we put out, is helping people close deals, avoid problems, things of that nature.
You're partnering with all the stakeholders. And
Yes.
and now I'm going to forget the name of the book that we were just talking about. You're gonna remember, though.
Oh my gosh, I read
We
this
just
book.
spoke about this 5 minutes ago, and now
Hospitality. Gosh, what you call it?
we're gonna remember at some point.
Unapologetic. It's been a while.
No, but that would be a good title to one of them, too.
Unapologetic.
Pol
Reasonable hospitality or something in that nature. I read that book like 6, 7 years ago. I love that thing.
It's a great book. It is
Absolutely.
such a great book.
But it's just that. It's just showing up in such a way that we're like you look at places like the Four Seasons. There's a lot of business that when you encounter them, you go, wow, they're on another level.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to. It can be like real estate. It can be. It doesn't have to be the fun things.
Sure.
You could just. But sometimes you show up to a business, you go, oh, they really care.
Mhm.
And I'm always trying to talk about that internally. It's like, we need to make it so that every interaction is just like, this was like, I always tell my team this. I'm like, you have to make it where the insurance is such a chore in people's lives. It's like they get under contract and they're excited about buying the house. And then all of a sudden the mortgage company dumps like 50 things on.
Right.
And they're like, God, this was supposed to be awesome. And like, I've always tried to explain it to them internally in my, with my team. I'm like, pretend we're like at mile 22
Mhm.
of a marathon. And you're like, we just need to be the Gatorade.
Yep.
And be like,
Oh, I
"You got
love
it.
that.
You got it.
I love
Like, I
that.
know this sucks. And I know talking to me sucks, but like, you're so close.
I've got electrolytes for you. We're
Yes,
gonna get
yes.
through this. We're
And
gonna
so
get
like,
through
if we
this.
could just show up to the phone calls, because they do show up when they call us, it feels like a chore to them.
Yeah.
The way that the email comes over is a chore. The way that they call us, like, I need to buy insurance. I'm buying a house. This sucks. It's like, yes, but so like, if can just pull the listing up and like remind them how awesome this
Yeah.
is, that's what we're trying to do.
It's always going back to the why,
Yes.
right? And your why is partnering all the stakeholders, making sure that this is a team effort going forward.
And also that looks like, if it's bad news, making
Yeah.
sure that all the stakeholders know.
Right.
Hey, this is what we're running into. This is how we're resolving it. This is how we've addressed the buyer. This is what we suggest you do. Like, that all really helps. The worst thing is surprises in real estate transactions for everybody.
Mhm.
It's a problem for the realtor. It's a problem for the lender. It's a problem with title. It's a problem for
the
insurance.
client,
And
right?
so if we see a place where there could possibly be a surprise, we want to jump in front of it.
Yeah.
Regardless of how that looks.
I'm sure all of your people appreciate that.
Yeah, in the moment they usually don't, but
I mean, in the long run, looking
run,
back,
if we're trying, if we really need, if our goal is to show up for the realtor and the lender and the buyer, then whatever that looks like, we have to play the long game.
So being the Gatorade now, if you had to go back to yourself in 2008,
Yep.
would you do anything differently?
Yeah, like everything. I took the longest road on every single possible way to.
0.0001 second for you to actually respond to that question.
Here's what I would say. I would say that I would have focused. I knew inherently that I was an insurance agency for real estate transactions.
Okay.
Our best clients came from real estate transactions. Everybody that called our office were in generally happier moods than comparison shoppers. I was also blinded by revenue opportunities, which, like, I would try commercial. I did life insurance. I did all these things just for the sake of revenue, because I just needed people to do business with me.
Yeah.
While knowing that, like, I really should be branding as a spot for realtors and lenders.
Yeah.
And it took me about 6 years, and that nightmare scenario in the
contract, yeah,
to be like, no, we're doing this. We're doubling down. We're going to say no to everything else, and we're just going to focus on being this awesome partner for this small niche of people.
That's great.
So like, I knew what I needed to do. It just took a little bit of time to have the balls actually do it.
So what did you go to college for? Like, what was your major?
Economics.
Okay.
I didn't choose that. I went to college and I just signed up for every class that seemed fun and cool.
Okay.
Like, I was like,
and politics.
I was like, history of Russia. That's and I was like, oh, like anything that was like remotely oceanography. I was like, that's interesting.
Okay, that I would take.
So I just took, and I remember like 2.5 years in, my advisor was like, there's nothing coherent here.
Okay.
And he goes, we have to find the smallest major in the entire college. And he's like, 'cause that's the only way you're getting out of here in a reasonable time. And I thought I was killing it. My grades were awesome. It was just, there was nothing to.
It sounds accurate that it would be poli-sci.
Yeah,
that's what.
And they were like, listen, man, we can get you out of here in 4.5. And I was like, let's rock. And that's literally what What happened?
The reason I'm asking is because you're very marketing forward. Just a lot of I just didn't know for myself. You know what I mean? Just all you're very.
That's where my attention. Insurance is that's what I'm saying. Like insurance is just another widget. I'm interested in business in general. It can
Yeah.
be anything. I like whatever the product or whatever the service is, finding a underserved marketplace
Okay.
and really hammering it. Like I love boring businesses. Like I think
It's awesome.
insurance, there's just I always say like you guys have a lot of competition in real estate.
Hmm.
There's a lot of great competition in real estate. There's
Sure.
a lot of great competition in mortgages. Insurance, I just haven't seen that much competition. And so not to bash on the
No,
insurance.
no, no, no. I hear you. I hear you.
But but I just didn't see in that specific niche. I saw it as a window where like I could really shine and
Yeah.
solve problems for people.
I love that. I
Yeah,
think that's great.
absolutely.
So last question. What does success look like to you? Like what is success in this
Oh,
industry?
Chris, I've had a lot of arbitrary goals
Okay.
that when I hit them, they were just so anticlimactic. It was like, "Oh, cool. We
We know
did
it's not
it."
about the goal, it's the journey,
It's like,
right?
"Yeah."
Woo!
Yeah, and I know that in theory, but
I know.
but it takes a while. Now, as long as I really enjoy building my team, we have a really strong staff. We have 13 in-house, and then we have 13 overseas as well.
Wow. Okay.
And that to me is so much fun because developing it, making it easier, making it faster, getting everybody on the same page. Right now, as long as I'm happy doing that side of things and also being the person who's the face of the business in
Yeah.
terms of with meeting with you guys, meeting with lenders. As long as I'm having fun doing that, I will continue to do it. And right now it's funner than ever. So
I think that's why I like your energy, just because
fun
the
than ever.
fun piece, it's important,
Yeah.
right? Life's too short to not have fun.
Yes.
And I really hope that you start and end each one of your team meetings with a shot of Gatorade. And if you don't, maybe you
Let's go.
should.
We should
Like,
be a
let's
thing.
do that. I wish I had
Yes.
Gatorade right now. I would do it. It's probably in my
Absolutely.
fridge at home. My husband's obsessed.
Oh,
So I lied. I do have one more question for you.
shoot.
So, what's your favorite go-to restaurant?
My favorite go-to
Like
restaurant?
in Chester County or Philly? Because I know you're in Philly a lot
Yes, I do
too.
Philly a lot.
So,
Well, so I'll do my Philadelphia favorite,
okay.
which would be Park. I know that's pretty so every time I say that, it's like everything that they do in there, like talk about caring.
Yeah,
You walk in and you can feel everyone gives a shit.
it's true.
And like even down to the French fries. The French fries are so nostalgic
Yeah.
where like you feel like they bring them out and I'm like, these are 1995 McDonald's French fries and I'm 10. Do you know what I mean?
But it's how they place them
Oh,
too.
it's
You know
so
what I
good.
mean? It's just, it's
Absolutely.
intentional. It's not just throwing it on a plate.
Yeah, 100%. And then I would say as far as like pizza shop, because
Okay, give me a pizza shop.
Pizza Westchester is fantastic. I really, really
Yeah.
like Pizza Westchester. I have found that like I live in Conshohocken.
Okay.
We are a pizza desert, and then like we
Hmm.
have no good pizza shops around where I'm at. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
You guys have so many.
Yes, we do.
Like it's
Fortunately and unfortunately.
I just want one of them. I like every time I walk
Which
in,
one?
Pizza Westchester.
Westchester, yeah.
So every time I go into any of these shops, I'm like, you know what you need? You need to open up a shop in Conshohocken.
Tell them all.
I'm telling all the
We go to Spatola's is across the street from
fantastic.
where we are. Yeah.
They're awesome.
Get a Spats there. I mean,
I play hoops out in Westchester, so like
Okay.
I feel like community wise, I know you guys pretty well, and I get a lot of good tips when I'm out in Westchester and where I need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I was asking you, but
Yeah,
appreciate you being here, Jeff. Thanks so
absolutely.
much.
Thanks for having me. I
Of
appreciate it.
course.
Awesome.
And boom,
How
cut.
we do?
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the episode, share it with a friend.